right, good morning to our viewers in Northeast Oklahoma, Northwest Arkansas, the Arkansas River Valley, and Southwest Missouri. Hopefully you're having a great day so far and a great start to your weekend. Here's a look at what we've got this afternoon. It's going to be a little bit warmer, to say the least, compared to days in the over the last several days, actually. And parts of Southwest Missouri going to be a little bit warmer than the last couple of days as well, but still into the lower 80s, just depends on which town you're looking at. Arkansas and Oklahoma coverage areas starting to get into the 90s. So if you thought it was hot and humid yesterday, get a load of today. Now, we're going to be taking a look at some things. There may be some rain throughout the remainder of this morning. Some parts of the area saw some thunderstorms overnight and even parts of this morning. We'll show you a future scan here coming up. For the remainder of this morning, there's a low and severe weather risk that continues until 7 in the morning. Now, keep in mind this outlook, it's, most likely outdated at this point. Some showers and storms are moving through. So the system still loads that as that, just because this is an early morning update. But overall, nothing widespread or organized in terms of severe weather today. But keep in mind, there could be some changes over the next couple of days where maybe one or two storms could reach some strong levels here. And we'll show you that here coming up throughout the weekend. Here's a look at what we got for the rain chances now. Take into account, this was mostly for overnight into this morning, so it's still locking onto some of those rain chances that we have, as some of the activity that was in Oklahoma may be pushing its way into parts of Southwest Missouri and into Northwest Arkansas. Some of those areas could see maybe some additional rainfall totals, I'd say anywhere between about maybe 1 to 2 inches, and then there could be some localized amounts as high as 3. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because if you get this training activity, meaning one community sees multiple rounds of storms over and over again, then that's when you can get those higher totals, maybe closer to 3 inches. But not everyone's going to see that. Most areas may see a couple tenths of an inch to maybe 1 or 2 inches of rainfall. So that's a look at what we've got going on there. Morning fog outlook. There could be some patchy areas of fog where there's no rain across the area this morning, mostly parts of the River Valley, maybe parts of the Boston Mountains as well. Otherwise, we're not expecting widespread fog. Now, this is your segment sponsored by Foghorns in Fayetteville, a Arkansas staple since 2004. Now, let's get a load of what we got with Future Scan radar. Now, notice the activity that's pushing through Oklahoma may continue to push through parts of Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, into the Boston Mountains this morning as well. And then as we head into tomorrow morning, there may be additional showers and storms that move through. Notice it's only for Oklahoma before models are showing it fizzles out. Now, there's a chance that maybe they maintain a little bit longer. They may make their way into parts of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. The moral of the story is they're going to be on a weakening trend, and the models are continuing to show that they fizzle out. They showed this last night. Today, kind of the same story. So you're going to see the activity fizzle out as it makes its way closer to Northwest Arkansas and River Valley. But of course, if they maintain their strength, we're not talking necessarily organized severe weather, but we'll be here tracking the thunderstorms as they move through, even if they're not severe. So that's a look at what we've got there. Temperature forecast, we were having a good run as it was showing the first week of June, maybe around below to average temperatures, which, we're still on track for that. But as we're headed into the early portion of the second week of June, that's when we're starting to see temperatures into the above to even near well above average. Now, it's not for all the area, but when you're starting to see some of those darker oranges, that's when you're starting to get closer to that well above average range there. So right now, low to moderately above average temperatures. So welcome summer. It's weird to say that it's almost June, and that's coming up pretty quickly here in the next couple of days. Here's a look at what we got with the precipitation. Now, we are headed into that omega block pattern, and that's when the jet stream bends into almost the symbol of omega. And so that's going to bend the jet stream and kind of keep things a little bit on the drier side. Now, it's not going to be a complete blocking pattern where it's the heat dome or the death ridge or, whatever the social media and everything calls it. It's not going to be one of those that'll last for multiple weeks, not an ounce of rainfall. We're going to have a couple waves that move through, and then maybe a little bit more activity into the second portion or into the second week of June. That's kind of what the models are hinting at. But again, there's so much uncertainty, you never know. But there are going to be a couple waves that move through, maybe some above average precipitation once again. So we're not going to be quiet for very long in terms of the 7-day. In fact, there's going to be daily rain chances, but they're not the 50 to 60 to 80% range. They're only around 10 to 20, with a couple days closer to 30, as you can see, Tuesday, Northwest Arkansas. And as we make our way into the River Valley, even lower rain chances. So over the next several days, it's going to be one of those things where we have enough moisture, we have some of that instability. There may be a triggering mechanism from time to time that triggers maybe 1 or 2 pop-up storms. We've seen this over the last several summers. If you've lived here, for the last several years or your whole life, you'll know in the summertime when you get these conditions that, they're not super favorable, but they're favorable enough that you get these little pop-up showers and storms. They don't last super long, but they can create some issues if you're outside, because nothing's worse than being outside, enjoying the summer air, and then you get a downpour. So let's look at what we've got there. So we'll be keeping an eye on the rain chances, but the good news is the 7-day forecast actually looking a little bit quieter going forward, besides maybe some rain chances here and there around the 30% range. As you can see, northeast Oklahoma, there's a chance then. A little bit more rain tomorrow or today into early tomorrow. It's not going to be widespread or a complete washout. So when you see this, don't cancel your plans if you're going to Silver Dollar City. If you're just enjoying the outdoors, just keep in mind, bring the rain gear just in case, but it's not going to be an all-day washout. Same with Monday evening into early Tuesday, maybe a couple chances for some showers and storms, but not a complete washout. So it's that time of year. I know it gets tricky. You may not have all the time that you need or want to get out to do some of these things. So when you see the rain, it looks discouraging, but that's why we're here to tell you it's not going to be an all-day washout. I wouldn't cancel your plans. Just bring the rain gear, because this is the only opportunity you get to go and do something like Silver Dollar City this weekend with friends and family and all that. Don't cancel seeing these rain chances. It just means that there could be some rain in the area. Bring the rain gear. Stay tuned to the park, for the latest information and all of that. But don't cancel those plans. Just bring the rain gear just in case. The only issue would be if there's lightning, but I'm sure they're going to be on top of that. And you can also have lightning alerts on your phone. So there's all those things you can do. That's a look at your forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got a couple things to let you know about. Again, if you want to support us, share us, subscribe, follow, all of those good things. It's our outreach out there. Share us with your friends and family. Let them know, hey, tune into their updates, all that. That helps us as well. And if you're looking to advertise, we do have options on our website. So if you want to know the plans, pricing, all of that, be sure to shoot us an email. Head on over to weather225.com. We've got a PDF on the website that shows you all the details that you'll need. But of course, we would love to meet with you and hopefully work with you as well. That's a look at what we got. Have a good one. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015. If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon.